Hi, hello, moin moin and welcome. My name is Lisa, my pronouns are she, her, and you are watching Linguistic Stitches, a YouTube channel about counter cross stitch. Today is a Flosstube extra. A few videos ago I had shown this pattern booklet as part of my purchases, I think. And one of my viewers, Karina Stitches, had asked me to do a flip through, and I'm very happy to do that now. As I'm seeing the video on my screen, I think the light is kind of weird because I am filming this in the afternoon and not like I usually do before noon, but we're gonna go with that. I think the colors are going to be just fine. All right, so a little bit of background. I purchased this secondhand on eBay after I had seen it on Envis, Sleepy Goblin Crafts Flosstube, and they had bought this as at a craft reuse store, and I had to immediately get out and get it because this is part of a series of calendars, of cross-stitch calendars, and they are published by Aarets Korssting, which is basically the Danish needlework guild. Wait, they have an official English name. What's it called? I have forgotten. Well, it is the Danish Handcraft Guild is the official translation. One thing I really love about this booklet is that it is trilingual. Everything is in Danish, English, and German. So, the Danish Handcraft Guild has been publishing yearly calendars, yearly cross-stitch calendars since like the early 60s. The earliest I could find was from 1961. And every year they publish one of these ring-bound, spiral-bound calendars that have 12 plus cross-stitch patterns in it. They usually follow a certain theme, or they are based around a designer, some kind of motif. And in the year 1980, the theme was birds and flowers. So I'm going to take you on a flip through this book by Aarets Korssting. The cross-stitch calendars are always called Aarets Korssting, and then the name, which means the year in cross-stitch, or it's this year's cross-stitch. Excuse my Danish. I took like half a year of Danish at uni. It's been a while, and I'm purposefully leaving out the numbers because the numbers in Danish are bonkers, believe me. But let me try the theme of the year. It's Fugle og blomster. That's birds and flowers. Yeah, you can get most of them, a lot of the calendars on the second-hand market, because at least in Europe they were hugely popular. I think I had known about the calendars before seeing them on Envis's video. At least the Handcraft Guild is very popular, has been since their founding nearly 100 years ago, and they are the ones that produce, or at least market, Danish flower threads. You maybe know them, and that's also they are made or marketed at least by Aarets Korssting, HF flower threads. All right. So, the theme for this year is, as I said, birds and flowers, and it is all based on watercolor art by this artist, Kamma Svensson. Kamma Svensson is not a cross-stitch designer, and she is, I presume, Kamma's a watercolor artist. So they asked Kamma Svensson, they asked her to design 12 plus motifs around this topic. And then someone else, some of the designers from Aarets Korssting, translated the watercolors into cross-stitch, but the colors were chosen by Svensson. She had the palette of flosses, and she decided which ones were going to go where. So, the calendar starts with a bit of background. Like I said, it's all trilingual about the calendar in general and about this year's theme in particular. And then there's usually two spreads of 2 pages each for every month. This is a functioning calendar. It also has some holidays in them. And then on the spread is twice 2 pages. I was going to, well, you can see a bit of the pattern, but not enough. So this is one page spread, and then on the next one you'll have the second half of January and one of the cover photo, basically a photo of the pattern from the page before. And this is supposed to take you through the whole year, so it's supposed to be like corresponding to the season or whatever. So for January we have a hyacinth, and wait, let me see, in the back there's the name of all the flowers. Maybe I should have figured that out beforehand. January is Robin Redbreast, Hopo. Wait, where is it? I did see. There we go. For January it's Goldfinch and Hyacinth. Goldfinch and Hyacinth. Here in the back. In the back there is a list of all the flowers and birds and insects. And if you look closely in the here it also only says birds and flowers, but in the introductory text it is often called birds and flowers and insects, at least in Danish and German, and then in English it's butterflies, birds and flowers. That's a bit weird. I mean, yeah, most of the insects are butterflies, but in German it says Vögel, Blumen und Insekten, and in Danish it's also Fugle, blomster og insekter. So I don't know what that is about. All right, okay, so we had January, hyacinth, and goldfinch. For February, I love February. It's gorgeous. For February, it just says J. Look at this. One thing that I think is very special about maybe this particular calendar is the use of the metallic threads. There's gold and silver threads in here, and I don't think the Danish Danish flower threads. They talk about that a little bit in the intro. I think it is a very stark contrast to the other threads. I don't think it works at all, but it adds a lot to the 80s charm, I think. So here's a pair of J's. I am definitely going to stitch that at some point. Look at the reflection. What? Also, there's not that many patterns with like European, from my mind, classic J's. They are not blue J's, but this type of J's. They are not very common, but they are quite common in Germany at least. And I love them, and I think they are very photogenic. And I think a lot more designers should make patterns of them. If that is you, go ahead. Please design a J pattern for me, personally. All right, March. That is very springy. No birds in sight. Only, wait, how do you say that in English? Okay, crocus. Only crocuses. Very nice, very cute. For April, another favorite of mine. Tulips and wood pigeon. One thing I particularly love about this calendar is the dimensions. There are several patterns in here with like huge flowers and teeny tiny birds. I love that. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my god. All right, so tulips and wood pigeons. And look at the modeling in those tulips. Gorgeous. Oh, May is another one with tiny birds and a huge flower. It is called this is weird. It is called Foreign Birds with Flowers, and in brackets amaryllis. This is not an amaryllis. To me, those look like oh no, what are they called? Like bee eaters, but I don't know if that's what they're supposed to be. Maybe this could be an amaryllis, but this is like narcissus. I don't know how I say that in English. Something narcissus. Well, yeah, but it is very springy. I like them. I think they both look like they have been surprised while doing something that they were not supposed to do. Maybe it is a secretive meeting that they're having under the amaryllis. Who knows? Awesome. Man, look at those golden clouds. And they all have this 4-stitch border all around. Next up is June. June is rather classically beautiful. June is roses and peach blossom, and also a butterfly. To me, those don't look like two different flowers. Those are all roses to me. But then again, I don't know what a peach blossom looks like. Maybe... Ah, no, peach blossom is apparently the name of the butterfly. In German it says Rosenspinner, which would be a butterfly name. Rosa o Rosenspinde. Well, apparently that is a peach blossom butterfly or moth. Alright, so that's just plain beautiful. Also, golden clouds. Alright, for July we have another classic summer scene. The ring binding is not cooperating as it should be. For July we have pinks with butterflies. Is that what they're called? Nelken with butterflies. That's not what they're called. Well, you can... Well, they're called pinks in this calendar. The pink flowers and a bunch of different butterflies. Very cute. Very serene looking. Very reminiscent of like a hot summer's eve. I like it. I'm not going to stitch it. Probably. I'm more interested in the huge flowers, tiny birds combos. Oh, this one's cute. This is a sunflower for August. It just says sunflower. This is cute. Yeah, not much else to say here. Looking good, looking summery. September is up next. We are getting into autumn. For September we have another butterfly and clematis flowers. They do look rather like fall flowers with the colors, and I really like the colors of the butterfly. This would be a cute motif to stitch as a small, just separate from the whole piece, I think. Maybe this could go on my spot sampler. I think it might be a bit big for that. You know, it's basically 30 by 30 stitches. This could work out. All right. So, October. Oh, October is another favorite of mine. It is called Chinese lantern. That's apparently the name of the flower. We call it Lampignon flower in German. Lampignon-Pflanze. This is very cute. Look at this dorky blackbird. Look at him. He does not know what he's doing. And there is the moon in silver clouds. Can you see that? The clouds are metallic, but the moon isn't. Fantastic. Oh, I'm definitely going to stitch this someday. Okay, November is up next. Oh, this is a fall scene. Let me see what the insect is. It does not say. This is called Autumn Rain. Look, there's silver raining from the sky. Yeah, silver raindrops with the maple leaf and this bug. Doesn't say what the bug is. An anonymous bug. Yeah, the coloring on the leaf is cute. Looks great. But I think it's just, look at the silver raindrops. And the silver in the border. Beautiful. All right, and then the last one is very classic, but the colors are very cute. This is Robin Redbreast. It's just a classic robin in a winterscape. Look at the colors of the sky. Yeah, no metallic flosses here, only in the border. Can you see it's different shades of orange and pink? This is very beautiful. I'm not going to stitch it though. Yeah, and then, so these are the 12 charts from the calendar, plus you also get the chart for the hoopoe, is that how you say it, on the front, which is one of my favorite charts in here. This is going to be the first one I'm going to be stitching. I love it. It's so fun. The colors are bright. I love this bird. I love the fuchsias. It's fantastic. And then there's also a small pattern on the back with more fuchsias and a cute butterfly. You also get this chart. So there's all 14 charts in here. And then in the back you get, like I told you, the list with all the motifs. And then there is some explaining about what cross stitch is and how it works, and then they give you ideas for finishing. It's mostly some types of flat folds or soft finishes, or this one is a handkerchief, a cushion, and something, a Tischläufer. Yeah, something to put on your table, like a tablecloth. That's the word. Do you call it tablecloth if it is just like 30 centimeters wide and it doesn't cover the whole table, but it's just like a centerpiece? Do you call that a centerpiece? Please help me with my English. Thank you. Then there's a very nice fold out here. It explains to you what you can or should do with the finishing and gives you the size of all the different pieces. And then in the back here, in the fold out, there is the legend. Because in the spiral book in the month, you only get the chart. And then in the back here, there's all the symbols and the floss numbers. And this is of course all charted in Danish flower threads. But you can convert them to DMC or Anchor quite easily. And actually you can still get Danish flower threads. I bought some to stitch up these pieces. I already had some, got them from the mother of a friend of my ex-boyfriend. Do you know how these things go? Got it from somewhere. And then I bought some more, and it was actually cheaper than regular Anchor floss for me. But that is with German prices, and as you might know, regular stitching threads are quite a bit more expensive in the EU than they are in America. They are uniquely cheap over there. I envy you a lot. But for me, one skein of DMC usually comes to around 150 if I buy it in store. There are some online shops I can get them cheap for like €1.30, but usually they're more in the 150 to €2 buckets. And I think the flower threads were like 140 per skein, so that's totally fine. All right, yeah. And then is there anything else? Yeah. In the end, there are some paragraphs about the Danish Handcraft Guild, if you're interested in that. So that was my flip through of the Aarets Korssting 1980 calendar from Handarbejdet Fremme. I would really encourage you to check out the whole series. They have some fantastically dorky calendars and some really beautiful ones, some really classic ones. I think the farther back you go, the dorkier it gets, actually. Apparently they did that quite a lot, that they would think of a theme and then ask an artist to make up pictures around that theme and then translate them into cross stitch. They did that at the Guild. But I think for the last few years it was mostly that they commission a cross stitch designer to design the 12 things. But some of the themes are just plain weird. Like there is one, I do remember one theme because I really would like to have that calendar, just to have it. It is called something like Liquors and the Plants They Are Made Out Of. Like, what kind of theme is that for a calendar to publish and to send out to the members of your guild, right? I love it. It's so weird. There is one that is just extremely weird animals. I think Neil has stitched something out of that. There is one with a lot of primitive motifs. It looks like it could be like a modern folk embroidery. Or there is a theme one year with Windows of Copenhagen, which is 12 different scenes if you were to look out of a window in Copenhagen, or just different places around Denmark. Or there is another year where they just planted plainly flowers. Or there is one where they are doing spices and herbs, or animals, or what have you. And I have, well, they're still in production. You can still get the new calendars. There is one new one up for 2026. I think they are sold internationally through this UK website that I'm going to put in the box below. It's like danishhandcraftguild.uk or whatever. Yeah, and there are some really beautiful repeating patterns in that. You can get, at least in the European online shops I have looked, because of course it's a Danish publisher, so it is way more widespread in the EU. You can get a lot of them from the 2000s, usually the last, like, I would think you can get the ones from 2020 till now pretty readily, and a lot of the other ones through the secondhand market. But be aware that this particular one I got for like $30 on eBay Germany, and this got theirs for like, I don't know what, dirt cheap. They got it. You can also buy this for $80 on the secondhand market, because this is of course out of print. So be careful. Don't pay like $100 for a cross-stitch calendar from 1974. Except if you really want it. I'm not your mom. Go do what you want with your own money. But if you look out for it just a little bit, I can show you that you can get them for not that expensive. They usually go for around 25 euros, I think, if you buy them first hand. So I would not buy more than double that I would not pay double that on the secondhand market. But if that's something you're into, please do. And if you have some of those calendars lying around, don't know what you do with them, and you think they're just plain weird, shoot me a DM. And maybe I'll take them off of your hands, off of you. And for example, I would love to get the one with the liquors and plants they are made out of. I mean, and the one with the super weird animals, I think that is 1970. Yeah, and the one with the primitive motifs. I'm not starting a new collection. All right, okay, that's it. That's it for me with the flip through. I hope you saw some things you like. And I was covering all my stuff with the documents for my municipal election that is happening in 2 weeks. So go vote in your municipal elections if they're coming up. And if other elections are coming up, vote in them. All right. That's everything I have to say for now. Bye-bye.